Professional services is one of the most important industries on the planet, and over time, the role of professional services will continue to increase. Over the last decade or more, we've seen some quite dramatic shifts in professional services, yet the years to come will see some even more startling developments in what drives success in professional services firms.
In many ways, for professional services firms, the future is already here, somewhere in some form. Leaders of professional services firms need to be thinking about the future now. They need to be acting now. The rate of change is so rapid, even if you're looking out to 2020 or 2025, if you're not acting now, it's going to be too late.
Building on the shifts that we've seen from globalization, the drives of a connected world, we're starting to see new flows in terms of new structures, new competitors, and indeed the role of artificial intelligence in driving professional services. Professional services leaders must think about the future, all of the shifts that are going to come, in order to be able to build the strategies and the actions today that will drive their success in the future.
The sorts of things about the future that professional services leaders need to consider now are how clients are going to be buying and how the clients are going to be meeting their needs for professional services in ways that are different, perhaps completely different to what we see now. We know clients are integrating backwards. We know clients are seeking alternative business models. We know clients are seeking to design professional services problems out of their value chains so that they are literally doing less by way of professional services work in the way that the work they do is designed. We should be thinking about global supply chains and where our firm fits into or could fit advantageously into global supply chains. We should be thinking about digitization and how the cloud and the crowd enabled through digitization is enabling firms to compete differently, anywhere, anytime, for virtually any type of business. The Clients and Firms of the Future conference, How to Compete, on the 11th of March in Sydney, being organised by Beaton Capital and the Future Exploration Network, is designed to generate provocative thinking, plausible scenarios, and strong discussion so that every participant can take away ideas for action, ideas for review in their own firms, ideas with which to educate their fellow owners, principals, and other leaders so that firms can begin to act now.
I've had the honour of knowing and working with George Beaton for some years. I think that the exceptional depth of experience and expertise that George Beaton has in professional services, combined with my own perspectives on thinking about the future and bringing that to bear in strategy today, gives a powerful combination of how to be able to help professional services leaders think about the future.
The Clients and Firms of the Future conference, How to Compete, is designed to help the leaders of professional services firms think deeply and creatively about what they should be doing now to enable their firms to prepare. We're going to think about how clients' buying behaviour is going to differ, how the client's very conception of their needs for professional services will be different, how clients will be looking for professional services firms to be part of their supply chains, operating globally, anywhere, anytime. We're going to be looking at how digitization is affecting the way clients expect services to be delivered and enabling firms to compete for work which was, until the era of digitization, impossible to access.
We believe there is an opportunity to convene some of the leading thinkers, as well as the leaders in professional services in Australia, to be able to catalyze the thinking and the action that will shape a successful future for professional services industry.
Clients and Firms of the Future will be asking seminal questions. How close is the threat? How large is the opportunity? What do we have to do now? In a multi-profession audience of leaders of services firms in engineering, accounting, law, intellectual property, wealth management, and a range of others, there will be a rich discussion. The highly interactive conference, Clients and Firms of the Future, How to Compete, has three major themes. The first addresses the clients, their buying behaviour, and the way they will be meeting their professional services needs in the future. The second looks at the impact of digitisation and the disruption it's bringing. And the third examines how firms can adjust their business models to be both profitable and professionally relevant in the future.
One of the key themes is that of disruption by digital technologies, ranging from connectivity through to the rise of more and more capabilities of machines to be able to, in some cases, emulate the roles of professionals in some domains.
Our research shows that the vast majority of firms, well above 95%, are still using traditional approaches and are seeking continuous improvements in those approaches. When you look critically at how a traditional professional services firm generates profit, it's becoming very clear that the classic levers of profitability are all maxing out. The models of the future will be different. The way work is won, the way work is done, and the way firms are governed needs to be remade. Remade to remain relevant to clients and profitable for their owners and staff.
Business model innovation is critical in absolutely every industry. In professional services, at least as much as any other, as we're seeing new competitors, new forms of doing business, and new approaches to portfolios of business models that will drive the success of the industry moving forward. Participants in the Clients and the Firms of the Future conference will engage with some challenging ideas, some of the leading thinkers in the space, but also participate in sharing ideas with their peers, being able to build ideas during the process of the day, and by the end of the day to be able to formulate some clear ideas, some clear actions that will drive the success of their firms moving forward.
Delegates at the Clients and Firms of the Future Forum in Sydney can expect a number of really exciting things. Firstly, there'll be some 150 colleagues there with you, all leaders of leading professional services firms, a stellar faculty, and 2 world-class facilitators who know their stuff. We'll be exploring in a highly interactive way 3 major themes: how clients will be meeting their professional services needs in the future and what they will be outsourcing to firms like those attending, what impact digitisation and disruption will have on the supply chains, on clients and on professional services firms, and thirdly, on how firms can think about their business models to adapt and remake their firms in a rapidly changing world. Join us at the Clients and Firms of the Future How to Compete Forum.